This video documents the complete timeline of a mirror recording captured inside a public government building. While fragments have been shared before, this is the full unedited sequence. What you're seeing is a still frame from that recording inside an ordinary public restroom. The longer you look, the more you might feel that something is off. What unsettled everyone who reviewed this footage wasn't what appeared in the mirror, but what failed to stay consistent. The light reflects cleanly. There are no distortions, no strange figures. The mirror itself seems perfectly normal. But reality, as you'll see, doesn't always behave as it should. The recording was taken inside a municipal administrative building, a place that remains open to the public to this day. It's a standard government facility, fluorescent lights, neutral walls, and a distinct feeling of quiet bureaucracy. There's nothing particularly special about it, which is what makes the subsequent events so unsettling. The building has seen thousands of people come and go, with no other incidents of this nature ever reported. The mirror in question was installed like any other fixture. It had passed routine inspections for years without a single note or concern. It's just a simple piece of reflective glass over a sink attached to a tiled wall. Everything is clean, ordinary, and completely unremarkable. Yet several employees began to mention the same vague feeling. They couldn't describe a specific defect, only a strange sense of delay. Internal memos mentioned things like it felt off, or there was a slight lag. The descriptions were too imprecise to trigger any official action. Frustrated by the inability to describe the phenomenon, one individual decided to document the mirror directly. There was no grand plan to prove anything supernatural. It was a simple attempt to capture what they were experiencing. They held their phone at chest height and just started recording. It's important to note that the video does not begin when the subject enters the restroom. The recording is already active and the person is already standing still, watching their reflection. At first, nothing appears unusual. The subject blinks, they breathe, and the reflection mirrors every action perfectly, just as you'd expect. Seconds pass, then minutes. The only sounds are the ambient hum of the building as ventilation and the quiet rustle of clothing as the subject makes tiny posture shifts. Then the first noticeable anomaly occurs. When the subject shifts her weight to one side, the reflection follows, but not immediately. There's a barely perceptible lag, a fraction of a second, where reality and its reflection are out of sync. She assumed it was just eye strain or a trick of the light, so she rubs her eyes and looks back, trying to rationalize what she just saw. But near the end of the recording, something happens that cannot be dismissed. The subject raises her hand. Her real hand stops, but her reflection's hand continues its upward motion for a split second before it too freezes. This is the moment that could not be reconciled. Frame-by-frame analysis showed the movement and the reflection simply do not sync. It defies logical explanation. Immediately after this, the subject leaves. The camera dips downward, the mirror exits the frame, and the recording cuts. The video was reviewed multiple times. Technicians searched for digital glitches, compression artifacts, or any sign of manipulation. They found nothing. The footage was clean. The following morning, a formal inspection of the mirror was conducted. Maintenance crews tested the lighting, checked the fixture's stability, and cleaned the surface. The mirror passed the inspection without a single comment. The official report was stamped passed, and the case was closed. This is where the documentation ends, leaving us with a recording that shows something impossible, in a place that's completely ordinary. This channel documents real psychological horror and unsettling incidents that don't offer answers. If you find these kinds of unexplained events compelling, subscribe for more content.